If you wanna continue being stressed out about mastering that doesn't cut through the mix, then don't listen to anything I'm about to tell you. This does not sound good. It's not 2015 anymore. Trying to create this complicated mastering that doesn't translate well across your audience or musicians is not the way to go, but it is the way to have muddy tracks. Instead, don't overdo it. Mastering is about subtlety. It's about refining the mix, not reinventing it. Let's jump into the first tool. If you've ever heard any track sound muddy or overly bright, it's because someone overboosted certain frequencies. So how do we avoid that? I'll pull up this track. You'll hear it first without any EQ. Listen closely. Now, I'm going to make a slight cut in the low end, just around 100 Hz. I'm not boosting anything, just taking away the muddiness. Check this out. See, this is much clearer, right? I didn't boost anything. I just cleaned up the low end. This subtle move made a huge difference. So when you're EQing, remember, subtlety is key. A little goes a long way. Next up is compression. This one can get tricky, but it's crucial for controlling dynamics. You want your track to feel tight and punchy without squashing the life out of it. So let's use the real world example. Let's say you're mastering a trap beat with vocals that are a bit too dynamic. The loud parts are too loud and the quiet parts are almost inaudible. So what do? I'm going to show you how I would apply a compression to this vocal track. Watch how I set the threshold, ratio, and attack time. Notice I'm not using heavy compression, just a gentle touch. see that I've applied enough compression to smooth out the vocals without squashing the life out of it. The vocal now sits better in the mix. Remember, don't overdo it. Aim for a compression setting where the track feels controlled but still dynamic.
Let's talk about limiting. Limiting is the last step in mastering, and it's all about getting your track loud without clipping. A track that's too quiet won't stand out, but a track that's too loud will distort. Here's how I approach limiting. I'm going to play this track and apply a limiter. But again, notice that I'm not cranking the gain all the way up, just a small adjustments. Enough to make the track competitive with commercial releases. As you can hear, it's loud but clean. That's a goal of limiting. It's subtly but effective.
Okay, so now it's your turn. I want you to pause the video, open up your track and try making those adjustments. Start by cleaning up the low end with EQ. Then apply a light touch of compression. Then try using a limiter to get your track loud, but don't overdo it. Come back when you're done and we'll move on to the next steps if this video hits 500 views. Now, if I were you and I was tired of boring samples, I'd check this pack out in the description.